Hi, this is Jason Schron from Rapido Trains Inc. I'm holding our new HO scale slumber coach, and I'm inside a real slumber coach at the Illinois Rail Museum. And I'm here with a passionate plea to please order your slumber coach by December 15th. It's a gorgeous model. It does this thing justice for the first time, and everybody needs one of our slumber coaches on your layout, especially if you model 1880s Real Grand.
Jason, you're being ridiculous. You need to calm down right now. You're being too frantic, and customers are not going to want to buy these models because you're being ridiculous.
With 18 cars built new between 1956 and 1959, these cars with their distinctive staggered windows. They have distinctive staggered windows. Distinctive windows.
All right, let's try this a little bit more naturally. So the slumber coaches were built from about 1956 to 58, and they represented a thriftier way for passengers to travel. They were used on several trains, so you've got the Northern Pacific had their North Coast Limited. You also had the B&O had, I believe, 5 cars. There was one car that the Mopac used that was for the National Limited, and I believe the Texas Limited, I believe. Probably got that wrong, but correct me down in the comments. So as you can see, you've got the 24 single rooms, that's with the staggered window arrangement, and then the 8 double rooms, which are right below the name board. Now, these cars lasted into service well into the Amtrak years. In fact, the rebuilt HEP versions lasted till about 1996, 1997 on East Coast trains.
All right, so a little bit of detail about how we actually designed the interior of this car. It's a little different than how we've done some of our previous passenger cars. Normally with our interiors, we will do what's called an open and closed mold, which is where you have the 2 slides come together and then come apart, and that creates what you want designed. We've done it a little differently with the slumber coach in that it's not just a one-piece interior, it's multiple pieces including the seats. So that way we're actually going to be able to see a lot of the interior detail through the windows, especially when this car is lit up. So when you look through the windows, you're going to see the door handles on the inside of the doors. You're going to see other details like around the toilet, the chairs. You're going to see a lot of this detail that has never been done before on other models of this car. So we've actually dialed it up a little bit more than we normally would. So we think you're really going to like how we've done this car, especially once the interior is fully painted and detailed.
You know, they say that Rapido cars look at best when they derail and fall down an embankment. I think, Josh, you've done an excellent job on these slumber coaches. I'm looking at all the equipment underneath is accurate. We have beautiful D22 brake equipment here. You've got your combined reservoir, your control valve, your relay valve, and your quick service valve. You've got your main air reservoirs there. Okay, not only do we have a train AC compressor unit that is made up of several parts, so it's see-through. We even have the pipes leading to the back of the unit as 2 separate metal parts. And then you've got your train condenser unit, you've got your air filter dryer, you've got your Genomotor with the cables leading from the Genomotor to the main junction box. So the way that worked on these passenger cars is that they didn't have head-end power originally. So they had the axle-driven generator with generated electricity stored in the battery boxes, and that would actually power the car. So that Genomotor is very, very important. And then you've got your all your steam pipes here, your steam traps, your water raising reservoir, and then your Rollicron control system over here. So that was like a type of anti-slip system that was on Budd cars. With we even modeled the brake plungers. Check it out. We even got on the trucks the disc brake detail, steam heat detail, everything. It's all here. And I think if you were to compare this slumber coach with any other passenger car models you have that are not Rapido, you're going to realize that the level of detail here is higher up. And I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I've got that already. I've got that already." What we're asking you to do is invest in our car. And I don't want to sound desperate, but please, it's mainly 1950, late 50s, 60s car, and the orders are not as high as they should be. So we're asking you to please, by December 15th, order your slumber coaches. Why should we accept models that were tooled 20, 30 years ago? This is brand new design, brand new tooling of a very important car, was sort of the last gasp of Budd Streamliner passenger cars in North America. And we really hope that you will invest in some slumber coaches for your layout. And we promise that they will be the most awesomest passenger cars that you own.
Excuse me, do you have your tickets?
I don't have my tickets, but I have this.
That'll do.
Okay. And they got
discount
toilets
solution.
right
There's
here.
solutions right, yeah.
Ooh, there's something in there.
Oh, that's gross. There's something in the toilet. It's been there since 1997 when they retired.